If you don't make time for your wellness, you have to take time out for your illness. And this program, Aware and Care, we talk about wellness as well as illness, how to take care of about it. And it all starts with awareness. I'm Madhvi Batula, welcoming Dr. Ambika Nair to Aware and Care. Dr. Ambika Nair is the co-founder and chief consultant at Shantigram Group of Companies. Namaste, doctor. How are you?
Namaste, Madhavi. How are you? I'm doing fine.
I'm doing very fine too. Like I said, and I love to reiterate that I'm taking care of my health much more better, observing everything that I'm eating, what I'm thinking, mind and body wellness together. Last week, we spoke about hypothyroidism, which was very
Yes.
well appreciated, and we got a very good feedback from many of our viewers. And of course, when you talk about hypothyroidism, the opposite and the other extreme is hyperthyroidism. And I'm sure there are a lot of variations and spectrums of it. Today, we would like to talk about hyperthyroidism, what it is and what it does to the body.
In hypo, the thyroid does not, produce more, like a thyroxine. But
Mhm,
here, excess production of thyroid, like a thyroxine actually. So
mhm,
more means, like adivega. So in hypo, you eat little bit, you put on weight. In
mhm.
hyper, you keep on eating, you will not put on weight.
Wow. Okay.
Because your acne is too much. Because
Uh-huh.
you can see some very thin people, they will tell that he will eat like 2 kg rice.
Uh-huh.
So this is, that over functioning of the thyroid gland actually.
I'm sure many viewers would be like, let's freeze the screen here and understand. Because there is also a myth that when you have hypothyroidism, you're gaining weight. So
Yes.
eating and weight gain do not go hand in hand here.
No, 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 nothing actually. Because it all depends upon your pitta, your acne.
Mm-hmm.
How much your acne is working on you, how much means your digestion, it all works like that actually. Because thyroid gland, because it controls the metabolism.
Uh-huh.
That is one of the things, in ladies, the period problems and everything will be related with thyroid only. And even our, like we get a lot of like milestone delayed children, you can ask the patients,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell that, mother or father may have little bit of hypothyroidism.
Uh-huh.
Some people will tell that because it was diagnosed after the delivery, but
Uh-huh.
the child is suffering. So it's very, very interesting case also comes, like a speech delay,
Mm-hmm.
writing, some, their cognitive power will be, not everybody is like autistic children, but little bit of, like milestone delayed children
Milestone
also.
is okay.
Yeah.
So thyroid is often called the thermostat of the body. So when you have
Yes.
hypothyroidism, how does a person feel? What are the symptoms like?
No, hypothyroidism means they always feel the cold,
Uh-huh.
but in hyper means, that when you compare, like, they are so heat production,
Mm.
like we had to transfer them to Alaska.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I
And
I very clearly remember the last week's conversation where you said in hypothyroidism, the mind is dull, the body is active, or is it the opposite in hyperthyroidism?
no, here also, because actually, like a wandering mind, because they are like a pitta, high pitta and vada, restless. Not
Mm-hmm.
every high pitta and vada is hyperthyroidism, okay?
Okay.
Because actually, it will be difficult also for the doctors to diagnose first. Because
Mm-hmm.
first of all, they will go with a panic attack. So their, like pulse rate will go very high,
Uh-huh.
like tachycardia, even arrhythmia.
Uh-huh.
They can't even move. They feel that very feeble pulse. So they
Okay.
will go like in a panic attack and they will go to the doctors actually. So they will tell that because this is related with the cardiology or anything like that. So it is like it is a tricky hyperthyroidism.
Mm-hmm.
So some people will tell that, like because they are so restless, they can feel the pulse,
Mm-hmm.
how the bounding is there in the body, like because everywhere. Some they will tell, like every beat I can hear in the, even in
Wow.
the whole body, like moving. It was beating here now, even heart,
Uh-huh.
because that it keep on beating like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they cannot, like it's like a big palpitation actually. So they will be taking all the, ECG, cardiology, all the test, everything. They will find that everything is fine. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, their blood pressure also. There are certain cases like this. Blood pressure also goes very high because
Okay.
it will be fluctuating.
Mm-hmm.
Uncontrollable blood pressure actually.
Oh,
Okay, like
okay.
that only, like problems will arise. It can arise anything like that, like arteriosclerosis or anything like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
So,
then with the mind, if you just look at their mind, very anxious, very impatient. Their
mhm,
anger is uncontrollable. For small things, they will be like busting.
mhm.
Very crazy times they undergo actually.
Okay, that
And
really
sleep,
triggers a lot of thoughts right now.
sleep,
Sleep also, okay.
sleep. Because it
And
will see, they will tell that whole night he can stay awake. Even the next day he will be fine to go for work.
mhm,
But that will cause fatigue. So he wants to do the work when he cannot do. Naturally, he will get irritated. So
oh,
they get into depression, fear, something will go wrong because of the heartbeat itself. Because I know when the case came to me and told that because I get the heartbeat like that, fluctuating heartbeat, because of that I cannot sleep. So that fear psychosis creates in them.
so this is basically unexplainable increase in the palpitation and heartbeat,
Very,
and then it's all come.
absolutely,
Oh,
that is right.
oh, okay. So, this reminds me of a small incident from my own family. I come from a family where everybody has large, beautiful eyes except me. So,
You too
anytime we
have.
would, thank you, anybody we would meet, first, especially a doctor, a family friend, they would just look at the family member's eyes and say, "Hey, get your thyroid tested." What is the connection between thyroid and eyes? And of course, fortunately, none of them had thyroid problems, but I often hear these two terms going together. A doctor looks at your eyes and says,
Yeah,
thyroid
because
tested.
it is called, Graves' disease,
Uh-huh.
myxedema. So that eyeballs will see when it slowly to bulge out actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why like in hyperthyroidism, myxedema, and not only that, then they will have all the nodules over there.
Oh.
Okay, not only one small thing, there will be
Mm-hmm.
big issues also.
Mm-hmm.
So they, otherwise, see, this problem is, so many people will come there. They have beautiful eyes, bulging eyes. So we tell them, go for the blood work. Blood work sometimes it will not be there, but they are like borderline cases. So
Mm-hmm.
other symptoms, that's why when allopathy people, they fail to diagnose, then we succeed in such cases actually.
Uh-huh.
So we see that they are all because the pulse reading will tell what they are, what all they're suffering. Then
Mm-hmm.
we cure them with a very little medication and a very little bit of panchakarma, and
Mm-hmm.
not only that, with the diet. With the
Okay.
diet, there will be like so much of difference in the person.
Wow. Okay. So, doctor, you just mentioned something about high blood pressure and other aspects. So, I think my next question would be almost clubbed.
Yeah.
Do people with high blood pressure get thyroid, or thyroid leads to high blood pressure? Rather, let me put it in much more simple way. What triggers hypothyroidism?
Hypothyroidism means actually, see, when like weather change,
Uh-huh.
very much stress because it is very sensitive gland. Sometimes you may not have anything, but you suddenly creep into, they tell that, oh, you are hypothyroid. Because if
Mm-hmm.
ladies means the periods, like PCOD will be there, they are not getting the period properly, or
Mm-hmm.
any dysfunction with that.
Okay.
Sometimes only sporting will be there, they will not get a proper period.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the period will be going for a long time. So
Mm-hmm.
their absorption of calcium, iron, everything will be less in the body. That
Okay.
is one of the things, and it will always be there.
Mm-hmm.
So because it controls everything, our mood, everything is controlled by this thyroid. Thyroid is the major, like a decision
The
maker of our
thermostat.
body. Yeah.
So we just mentioned a little bit about women here. So are men also affected by hypothyroidism, and what about
Yeah.
children? They
Yes.
do?
No, anybody can be affected, but in children it is very less.
Okay.
But nowadays, because I can see that so many children are coming to us also. Yeah, and eating habits are actually more, looked into the matter, because eating habits, what you are supposed to eat, only you are supposed to eat. If it is
Yeah.
not digesting, please don't go and overeat the things.
Hmm. And because you're not putting on weight, you can eat as whatever you want. Sometimes people
That
think,
is in
but it's not.
hyperthyroidism. But so many complications will be there. You will get,
Okay.
your stomach itself, because of that, you will have like it continuously you're eating, right? Because you feel the hunger. So what will happen? You will have IBS.
Okay. The
Okay,
anxiety leads to a
irritating
lot
bowel
of eating.
syndrome.
Yeah. Anxiety
Yeah,
leads to a lot of eating, and eating leads to IBS. So it's all connected.
yes.
It's a maze
So
there.
like in honey, some days it can cause more issues actually.
Hmm.
That is like so much of gas formation, and
Hmm.
so much gas formation will be there. Some days acid reflux because you don't know, because that is not in your hands. That you are not like
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
cannot tell that because I want to eat only this much. If I don't feel hungry, I will not eat. But if you
Uh-huh.
continuously feel hungry, means naturally you will opt for more food.
So this is attacking the mind as well as the body, or it first attacks the
Yes,
mind and then the body. How does it work?
yes. Mind and body is together only
Connected.
to work in the Ayurveda actually. Because when you are anxious also, because you are an emotional eater, you
Hmm.
understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, see, sleep is affected,
Hmm.
fear is there. You feel that the fear of death, something
Wow.
will go wrong, so that all creates a lot of changes in the whole system.
Hmm.
They won't be able to focus, they won't be able to concentrate, their memory will be affected. There can be, like a tremor, like if you look at the hands, you can see the tremor in their hands. So, like there are so many complications, even thyroid toxin, heart disease, grave disease, like complications are like so many. Yeah.
In your experience as a doctor and seeing so many patients, do you see specific as a trend, a certain age group of women or men are usually affected with hypothyroidism? Before we go to the cure and other aspects, is it a trend? Or you did mention that weather and other aspects do play a role. So what about smoking and other habit,
Yeah,
lifestyle diseases?
smoking all, like because I have seen one, very interesting case because I practice in Delhi.
Uh-huh.
So the children brought that fellow. He was around 56-year-old at that
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, maybe I was around 29 or 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they brought the patient and told that because they have a shop,
Uh-huh.
this fellow will keep it open whole night.
Mm-hmm.
Not exaggerating, telling the truth actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, like he will not sleep at all, and he will not feel any tired also.
Mm-hmm.
Like then, like after my God, the pulse rate was around. Because otherwise, I'm telling, not only the nadi, like nadi was, we know that it was high vata and pitta,
Uh-huh.
and he was comfortable. He was eating normal, not so much, but it was very bad. The nodules were there. He used to cover his, neck
Mm-hmm.
and sit.
Mm-hmm. So
So
it's
we
visible was.
when we he was covering and hiding, then like when we send for his blood test, he will not go. मेरे को
Mm-hmm.
कुछ नहीं है. I don't have anything. You are making me a patient. I told I
Mm-hmm.
don't want anything from you, but just let me have a look. Okay, because actually blood was required. Actually, blood work I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when we said it was really 100% hyperthyroidism.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Afterwards, that fellow, like he has died like long back now, like maybe 15 or 12, 15 or 16 years back.
Oh,
Okay.
sad.
But I know that actually. So
Mhm.
this was very interesting case. That's what I mentioned before also, that I know people don't sleep whole night. Yeah.
Yeah. Doctor, you mentioned nodules couple of times in the conversation. So is something, is thyroid or hypothyroidism also called an autoimmune disease? Or I could be corrected on that.
It can be corrected actually. If you diagnose it, see, they will have like, because see, obstruction will be there, hypertrophy of the thyroid gland also lead to all these complications.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not only that, like then, if you diagnose properly, if you take care, then, things will change.
Mm-hmm.
But some people doesn't want to go. That is one of the things, they don't want to go for the doctors.
Mm-hmm. So, friends, we are watching Aware and Care right now, and we're talking to Dr. Ambika Nair, who's a co-founder and chief consultant at Shantigram Group of Companies. And today we are talking about hyperthyroidism. I'm sure you're very anxious to know what are the remedies and what's the cure procedure. And that's exactly my next question. Dr. Nair, when we come to the clinic, when we come to Shantigram, what are the steps to understand hypothyroidism and what are the steps involved towards curing?
Yeah, in hyperthyroidism, what we see is that because you can see the eyes also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not a must protrusion is there, but the very dry eyes, either otherwise patient will be complaining that they have like excess, tears coming
Oh,
uncontrollably. Yeah,
yeah.
both the eyes
Okay.
actually,
Mm-hmm.
because that,
Mm-hmm.
even they cannot look at the light.
Wow.
That is there because like photophobia they will have. Okay, that's very, and the redness, swelling will be there, redness will be there, protruding eyeballs will be there. Okay, and vision will be like a little bit problem. And
So, doctor, I feel like just a slight interruption here because you're talking so much about the eyes, dry eyes, watery eyes, and everything to do with the eyes here. So,
yeah,
there is a possibility the patients are first, going to the ophthalmologist, getting their eyes checked up, and all those happen. Do you think at any point an ophthalmologist would suggest that get your thyroid checked?
I have no idea because actually I will tell them, because actually when we see them, because that you can see that all the puffiness and everything.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So we tell them, because we get a lot of cases. That's you see, complicated cases only come to me, Madhavi. So
Uh-huh.
then we will see that, like, okay, oh, this, okay. Oh, I should have done this. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, like better late than never.
It is
That
so
is more
common because
important.
when things are going out of hand, many of us try to
Yeah.
go the
Yeah.
natural way, and then we think about Ayurveda. But Ayurveda is in your home, in your backyard, in your front yard. It's everywhere around us, and it's about the mind and your body. What you eat, it all starts from there. And all the episodes Dr. Nair has been mentioning, even you don't even need any doctors if you eat properly, sleep properly. I think most of the diseases or health conditions can be taken care of. Now, coming back to hypothyroidism, you're talking about these things, you notice all these factors and the blood test, other things. So, how does a cure start? What are the steps involved in it?
Yeah. Steps means when they come to the clinic. So we first do the, like, because now in person we request everybody to come after the
Uh-huh,
COVID test so that it will be safe for both of us.
uh-huh,
Then we do the pulse reading,
uh-huh,
that is Nadi Pariksha. After the
uh-huh.
Nadi Pariksha, we'll see that what they need. So the diet comes, then I will tell what therapy they should undergo. We start with the Shirodhara for them because first they sleep. So anxious, they will never listen. They will never listen to you. They will be talking only because
Uh-huh.
of their panic.
The
Okay,
anxiety
that
is
fear,
high.
what is under, yeah, anybody, me, you,
Mm-hmm.
or anybody, if we are in that situation, will be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we make them understand. And it's a counseling session too when they come. So we make them understand, take them into confidence that they will be taken care properly. Then they will listen. Then they will listen to you only. That is also good. Yeah.
That sounds.
Abhyangam is there, so the body and the mind has to be taken care.
Mm-hmm.
We do the thalam is given. Some special therapies are there. So according to the situation, we will go with that actually.
And Doctor, in all
And
the
some
episodes that we've spoken, you in every episode you have stressed or given importance to counseling and talking. I think half the problems also, like you mentioned in one of the episodes, once you talk to the patient and somebody to hear your problems, half the problems go away. And of course, all the other treatment procedures are also there. So if you're not sleeping properly and you're eating a lot, not gaining weight, and all the other factors which doctor has just mentioned
weight
as symptoms,
loss. You have
weight
to see
loss.
that even after eating, if you are losing, because that too much of weight loss means, then you have to think that there is a reason behind that.
There's a reason behind that. And of course, Dr. Now, let's talk about the other aspects like is hypothyroidism curable or manageable? Or once you get it, it
Hypothyroidism,
doesn't go.
hypothyroidism is also curable. Hyperthyroidism is also curable. Only
Wow.
problem, when you get into very big complications, it will be difficult for you to treat them.
Okay.
Okay. So,
And what?
like that's what I told, the diet, exercise, everything, you will be, like a proper yoga. Your
Mhm.
food habits has to be curtailed, like otherwise it will be very difficult because nobody can help you. No
Mhm.
doctor. We cannot find any fault with the doctor.
So that's an interesting aspect. So what happens if you leave your hyperthyroidism treatment midway? Does it come
Midway
back
nobody
again?
will because then the consequences and complications will be more. So
Hmm.
we tell them, like because what they can take care. This is a very interesting question actually because some people will come from like other countries also
Hmm.
here. Then they we'll be see nowadays like you can contact anybody because our like communication skills have improved a lot.
Hmm.
So they always keep on like they keep in touch actually,
Okay.
and we help them not only with the medications, like medication, not that it's not a must throughout. What they can do at home, 100% I tell them what they can do at home. So then they, like they will see, some people are like, oh, what will happen, like that attitude means nobody can help them.
Okay. So can hyperthyroidism lead to other diseases in the
Hypothyroidism, if you are taking, like some days it will happen, like you've got the goiter, you got Hashimoto in between, then you can get into complications. Even after delivery also, sometimes it will happen like that. Even type 1 diabetes also, it can happen.
Mhm.
So there are so many other factors for this. If you have any other disease, like any gastric diseases and all, then sometimes you get into thyroid, like a hyperthyroidism. So hypo can lead to hyper also. Hyper also can lead to hypo.
Oh,
So
okay.
many times it is very, because they will give the radioactive iodine and all, sometimes this hypo will lead to hyperthyroidism, because he's seen a lot of cases. Because I practice in Delhi, I
Mhm.
have seen like complicated cases only. So it's very interesting also to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, of course, the question may sound very familiar and repetitive, but of course, I have to ask this. Can a patient with hyperthyroidism, if he has treatments going on for any other disease, maybe even for high blood pressure or heart disease or anything, can this treatment go hand in hand and parallelly?
Yes, it can go hand in hand actually. There is no problem at all.
Okay. So, and what are the foods that a person should be eating to avoid hyperthyroidism?
See, actually, all these cruciferous vegetables should be stopped,
Okay.
because it will never. That is the only thing actually.
I think you mentioned that for hypo also. So for hypo and
The
for hyper,
thyroid
I think
means
both
thyroid means it is not given actually.
it's not given. So what is the foods that we should be eating more to keep it
See, if you
balanced?
have problem only, then like, because if you come to my clinic, I will tell what you should eat. I will tell Madhavi, because you are more pitta, you are too ambitious, you want to do everything in time, perfection. So I will tell what to eat. Okay, then like, because then about like a lady, there are so many other like cycles and everything. So
Uh-huh.
we will go accordingly. Then like green leafy vegetables are good for you,
Uh-huh.
because sometimes even this hyperthyroidism can get very bad constipation also.
Okay.
Okay, because that the like complications are too much in hyperthyroidism.
And it, as you mentioned, it
Yeah.
is curable. And
And the mind also, Madhavi, mind is very bad actually, because in hypo, severe depression, here fighting.
mhm.
It's crazy to stay with the hyperthyroidism, because it's very bad actually
Mm,
if not treated properly.
right. So, Doctor, you had mentioned pranayam in our last episode, and I must tell you, the feedback about pranayam was immense. It is so hard for people to accept or even acknowledge that the therapies or the treatments are as simple as pranayam. They said, no, there could be some more exercise involved. I said, if you want, you can jog around, but pranayam is the easiest and most comfortable way of managing your thyroid. So, what
They
about
can do Surya
hyperthyroidism?
Namaskar. They can do
Surya
Surya
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Even Pavana Muktasan, Trigonasan, all those things they can do. But at least
Mm,
they should do for like a half an hour every day. Then only the
mhm.
results will come.
And practice and continuation is consistency is very important.
Yes.
Doctor, before we go to home remedies and other questions, I know I see parents asking, how do you know your child has thyroid problems? Are
See,
there any home kits that are available to test, or you have to go to the doctor
yeah,
first?
no, home actually, because the focus you can see, and like whether the child is very sluggish or very hyperactive.
Mhm.
Even some children will have like drooling from the mouth, like a water saliva comes out from the mouth,
Uh-huh.
and their cognitive power, like, because they always that a protruding tongue
Mhm.
like this they will keep. So these things, when you see in children, you should be able to understand there is something wrong with my child.
Uh-huh.
So don't feel, like bad to go to the pediatrician and ask why my child is doing like this. And even the fontanelle, like
Uh-huh.
even at a very young age,
Uh-huh.
because the milestone will be delayed. Okay, so they will not even walk. Sometimes they will not even crawl. So these
Mhm.
things you'll be able to understand actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about pregnancy or breastfeeding mothers? Is the treatment okay for them, or they have to give a gap?
Pregnancy also, because we at that time, because they will be pregnant, and in between I had one or two cases. They were from your place only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now she got a baby boy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it was a very complicated case, and throughout the pregnancy and even before pregnancy I have taken care of that actually.
Okay.
Okay, so it was very interesting actually. Then we did the therapy, but not during the trimester. I gave her Shirodhara and a
Mm-hmm.
mild Abhyangam. So we take the antenatal care also.
Okay. So that was a very
yeah.
important part of the question here, because I do see a lot of parents asking that. Now let's come to the favorite part of the show, where we talk about home remedies. Very popular herbs at home, tulsi or curry leaves or sage or ashwagandha. What can we use to prevent hyperthyroidism or manage hyperthyroidism?
Ashwagandha is very good.
Mhm.
Brahmi is very good. Brahmi Ghrudam is very good actually.
Okay.
Because in hyperthyroidism, we always give like sneha panam, that is with the ghee preparations, medicated ghee preparations. So
Mhm.
Indagandha Ghrudam is given, so it calm you down a lot. Shadavari Ghrudam, especially you have the IBS and all those things, like then Daddy Madi with the pomegranate, so
Mhm.
that the digestion will be okay, and like assimilation will be better.
Uh-huh.
And Manasamitra Vadagam, because of your anxiety,
Mhm.
Sarsada for your fear. We give like that actually. Yeah.
There's also a notion, doctor, that when you say Ghritam and when you just, for example, mention Brahmi Ghritam, people think that you can buy Brahmi from outside, buy ghee from outside, mix it and have it. But there is a
No, no, no.
combination, there's a
No, no, no,
certain.
no, no. That is not the way. Oh, this is a very good one. Yeah, people do so many things for the week. What to do?
Mm,
Okay,
yes,
but
so
proper rhythm has to be bought actually.
yeah,
Because that
because
emulsion, it will not be correct actually. Then, instead of helping, you will not get the good help actually.
okay. So when they take Brahmi or Ashwagandha or Tulsi, they should just take in what quantities, or how do they manage it on
No,
daily
it all
basis?
depends upon actually. They can ask, like because
Mm,
if it is tablet form, like a powder form, liquid form, ashwagandha ishtam, because it all depends upon the weight of the body actually. Yeah.
today
If
all the
a
things are so easily available, so many of us watch programs and then we Google and translate and we say, oh, this is so easy, why do I have to go to doctor? But please take the suggestions of the doctor very seriously, and I'm going to let doctor speak from here and give a little statutory warning that please do not experiment with all these herbs at home. Consult a doctor.
no, because this is all there, like because you cannot stop people doing that actually because they
Uh-huh.
don't like to come to the doctor means what he can do,
Mm,
but they will come with all the complications. I
yes,
was
that's
taking this, I was taking that. Even some people that you told even in the program, that is
exactly.
also there, blaming. Okay. Be careful while taking anything because actually it's a must that you should be, seen by a doctor so that the help will be more in the correct form.
Absolutely.
Appropriate help you will get it. Otherwise, it will be difficult. You have any other complications. I am never responsible for all those things.
Absolutely. And because there is a myth that people, when they think it's Ayurveda, it's available in the kitchen, it's available anywhere, I can use it by watching a program. No, it is the body composition, and doctor has been mentioning about it in all our programs. Now, doctor, let's get to the part where I think we need to just touch base one more time about insurance.
Insurance actually it is difficult only HSA, but some
Mhm.
people are getting insurance even, but I don't know which insurance. I
Mhm.
can give the bill with the code and everything. They
Okay.
can fight for that.
That's taken care of. So, friends, you're watching Aware and Care. Me, Madhvi Batula, with Dr. Ambika Nair. Today, we were talking about hyperthyroidism. And as we mentioned in the starting of the program, please do not experiment with any of the suggestions that are being given. This is a wellness program where we make everybody aware about what is the condition and what are the possibilities available at Ayurveda, especially at Shantigram. So, please do consult the doctor. And, doctor, what about virtual consultation, or we are having consultations at the clinic now?
Virtual consultation is also given. I told you, in the before that because if the COVID test is negative, I will be able to do it. Okay.
Okay. Your final words for our viewers today on hyperthyroidism?
Hypothyroidism is that keep away if you have any doubt, anything like that, keep away from the cruciferous vegetables. But here everybody will tell I eat only that. Okay, so like if you may not like this program because I'm telling you to keep away. I'm not telling you that you don't have any problem is keep away, but if you
Mhm.
don't you have any problem, keep away from all those things so that your thyroid will be much better. You can see how your number will come down. Okay. Normally in hypo we give Kanchana or Gulgulu, but in hyper we don't give like that. Okay,
Okay.
because the complications will be more actually. We will see that accordingly. Okay.
So friends, you watched, it was a very simple episode, and like many of you are giving us a feedback that this is such a comfortable setup of the program where Dr. Ambika Nair is coming out of her comfort zone and we are asking all the questions that you and I are thinking at home. So if you have any questions, any doubts about your health conditions, feel free to email us. We will take up that topic in the next episode, or you can always reach Dr. Ambika Nair at santigram.com. Thank you, Dr. Nair. I look forward to the next episode with you.
Thank you so much.